Do not talk about the wisdom of human relationships and the need for my privacy. A person's selfish nature makes them insensitive to other people's pain. Therefore, there are hardly any people who sincerely care and comfort me about my privacy. On the contrary, my stories may be used as a source of entertainment or may someday become a weapon against me. Sharing too much about oneself often leads to distancing from others instead of getting closer. Human relationships are constantly changing over time, and no relationship can last forever. If my relationship with someone who respects my privacy deteriorates, I will have to worry about many unnecessary things. Especially, I should be careful not to expose my bad habits or unhappy family affairs to the judgments and criticisms of others. Keeping some parts of my life secret can make me more respectable to others and earn me their respect. Regretting that I should not have talked about my private life and gone home without speaking my mind is a foolish action. Do not boast about yourself before others acknowledge you. Boasting will diminish the value of the thing and make you look more worthless over time. When meeting someone, if you only talk about yourself, don't you feel embarrassed? Even those who need to be with you for the time being, including those who are originally planning to leave, will eventually leave you. Cultivate humility and avoid unnecessary jealousy. True and stable people do not feel the need to constantly brag about their success. They know their own worth and do not require validation from others. Continuing to talk about my good deeds or legal affairs may make me appear arrogant and cause people to start avoiding me. Rather than trying to prove myself through words, it is better to show my true character through actions. People who genuinely appreciate kindness and generosity will remember it, and even if I don't reveal it to anyone, I will someday repay their kindness. Humility and genuine kindness are what truly make others love me, and it is important to cultivate these qualities within myself instead of relying on self-promotion. The three things that hurt people the most in the world are poverty, arguments, and an empty wallet. And among them, an empty wallet hurts people the most. So even if my close friends ask me how much money I have, I should never talk about it. Humans are creatures who are hurt simply by the fact that someone else has more than them. Even if everyone seems to be applauding and happy in front of me, their true feeling may not be so kind. If I have less money than them, they will ignore me, and if I have more, they will be jealous. Especially if a friend who lived a similar life suddenly becomes rich, the intensity of their jealousy may be greater. In such situations, it is easy to behave as if I am entitled to more and to expect more from others. In the end, relationships come to an end, so no matter how close a friend or family member is, I should never talk about my money. Do not gossip about other people's shortcomings. Speaking ill of someone else makes me look negative and damages my reputation. Even if gossiping seems to create a sense of solidarity with others, in a society where trust is important, it can lead to suspicion and distrust toward me. Talking about others may make me reflect on myself, and negative stories can quickly spread and damage my social status, so I need to remember this. When I need to inform someone that they are wrong or mistaken, it is important to approach them in a witty and constructive manner without direct criticism. Listen to their perspective, empathize with their situation, and talk to them in a way that helps them grow. Avoid unnecessary advice or criticism. Damaging relationships leads to a lack of trust and respect. Instead, build positive relationships by offering true support and encouragement. Each of us has personal circumstances to consider. Giving opinions or advice on others' actions is not always necessary or helpful. Sometimes simply empathizing and listening is enough. Don't reveal your weaknesses to others. It's said that everyone is born with an axe in their mouth, and foolish people can use their words to cut themselves apart. Words spoken by one person can be heard by 1,000. Diseases can enter through even the smallest foreign objects, and abscesses can discharge them as well. When you need to talk about your weaknesses, you don't have to reveal everything. Don't discuss deep conversations or love with shallow friendship. Once words are spoken, they cannot be taken back, so always be careful. Before speaking, think if it's appropriate and if you'll regret it later. Speaking a lot like a gossip won't necessarily make you more popular or respected. One careless word can destroy the reputation and image you've built up over time. Some things are better kept hidden, even if it's okay to share them. When you're unsure if you should speak to someone, carefully observe and wait until you're sure of their character before deciding. If you reveal a secret or not to someone, it will eventually become clear which was the right choice. Don't assume that telling others about your weaknesses will bring comfort or help, as you must overcome them yourself. Remember that others' opinions and perspectives can be relative and different due to their experiences. The most dangerous thing in the world is trying something without first understanding the consequences. The reason for damaging relationships is due to a lack of trust or respect. Instead, build positive relationships by providing genuine support and encouragement. Each person has their own circumstances, so giving opinions or advice about others' actions isn't always necessary or helpful. Simply listening and empathizing can be enough. Don't point out my weaknesses. There is a saying that all people are born with an axe in their mouth. Foolish people use their words recklessly and end up harming themselves with that axe. Words come out of one person's mouth and enter 1,000 people's ears. Diseases can even enter and venom can come out of words. When you have to talk about weaknesses, you don't need to reveal everything. Don't discuss your goals too early. It can waste unnecessary energy and interfere with making real efforts needed to achieve your goals. It can also lead to criticism and doubt from those who don't fully understand your goals. Believe that no one will believe baseless judgments and evaluations from those who don't understand you. Don't worry about unnecessary criticism from those who don't understand your goals. Ultimately, making and achieving your goals is up to you. Don't receive sympathy even if you are very sad, because contempt is often included in that sympathy. Be careful not to fall into self-deception. We become what we think, so always be careful not to unconsciously fall into self-deception. The three factors that underlie human behavior are desire, emotion, and knowledge. Control your negative thoughts and emotions. This is the greatest victory that can be achieved personally. The wisest person speaks when there is something to say, while the foolish person speaks simply because they have to say something. Silence can sometimes be the best answer. The beginning direction of education determines one's life. Only a person with a happy heart can find happiness. The heart determines reality. Therefore, if you change your mind, you can also change reality. If you want to be happy, first make your own heart happy. Only those who can make their own hearts happy can attain happiness. Live life as if it were a game and enjoy it. To those who see the world as boring, the world is boring. Beauty depends on the eyes of the beholder. Appearance is just a deception. Look beyond reality with eyes that can see the truth. Ignorance is the root and stem of all evil, and all good begins with the truth. Justice is about having what suits you and doing what suits you. Justice is realized when everyone does their best in their own position and does not interfere with others. Be kind to everyone you meet. We are all fighting our own battles. As you age, you gain a perception of peace and freedom. Only then can your obsession gradually disappear, and you can escape from all kinds of domination. A peaceful and happy person feels little pressure from me. When you feel grateful, you can become great and attract other great things.